Micah Parsons has been traded to the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? After a long offseason of both sides being at a standstill, I didn't really know what to expect or what was going to happen from this situation. You know what I'm saying? Just because Jerry Jones seems like he's the type of, owner to hold a player from being traded just to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seems like he's that type of owner. But my thoughts on this trade was the fact that, of course, the Green Bay Packers won the trade, given the fact that they have pretty much a future Hall of Famer if he continues on this trajectory. And basically, they're already young, but they just got younger and better. And they're one of those few teams that can't do any wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just because that they're so young that they can pretty much go in any direction they really want to. You know what I'm saying? If they added a vet, it wouldn't hurt them. If they got younger, it wouldn't hurt them. Not only that, but they also solidified their defense. You know, they already had Xavier McKinney. They already had Cooper. They already, had pretty much a solid, that might be the major weakness on the defensive side of the ball. Ultimately, that hasn't been a major problem these last couple years. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say, oh, but it's going to hurt when they, it's going to hurt because they lost Jair Alexander. But to be honest with you, Jair Alexander has barely played these last 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's definitely one of the best corners in the league, he barely played, and they've been doing just fine without him. Now, I think another major problem that might come up, down the stretch is the fact that they don't have a number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? And I think once they figure that situation out, as far as finding that number one receiver, that go-to receiver down the stretch, that is going to take them not only one of the best teams in the league, but probably the best team in the league. You know what I'm saying? They got Jaden Reed, they got Christian Watson, they got, Matthew Golden that they just drafted, then the Tavian Wicks. They got, so they got solid receivers. But if they can just get that one receiver that can just come in and just take over, that would definitely take them over the top, because they pretty much have everything else, that you can ask for out of a championship team. Now, of course, everything is not going to be a 10 out of 10, just given that no team in history is just perfect. Every team has at least one little flaw. Ultimately, I think down the stretch, I think that's a problem that can be fixed over time. Switching over to the Cowboys, I think though you lost pretty much a future Hall of Famer and your best player, I think they gotten the best possible package they probably could out of this. You know what I'm saying? They got in Kenny Clark, who was basically the Packers' best defender. But not only that, but while filling a need, they also gotten 2 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of taking control of your own destiny at this point, because those 2 picks, you can go in pretty much in any direction you want to. You know what I'm saying? Which I think that they're going to go to the defensive side of the ball, but you could pretty much go anywhere. Now, it's not a guarantee that those 2 picks are going to turn into, a player of Micah Parsons' caliber. But at least you have the chance to develop a player and see where it goes. But yeah, I think out of both of these teams, everybody pretty much got what they needed. You know what I'm saying? Packers pretty much got younger. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, they gotten better, of course, like I said. And for the Cowboys, they filled a void in their defense, because if I'm not mistaken, they were one of the worst, teams at stopping the rush. Or maybe not one of the worst, but they definitely had struggles of stopping the run. And, you filled a void, with getting one of the best interior linemen in the league. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, you save cap space and you get 2 future first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, if you think about it, this is one of the best trades I've seen in recent memory in the NFL that seems balanced. You know what I'm saying? On paper. Now, we'll see how it goes when the season continues. But as of right now, this trade seems balanced. You know what I'm saying? And this might be one of the most balanced trades I've seen in recent memory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. The Packers ultimately won this trade, of course. Micah Parsons got what he wanted, you know, so that's pretty much all I got for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do those 3 things for me right now. I'll wait. I will wait. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one.